Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder.
Gets his head on it! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Great job keeping sight. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Victoria are looking to go forward now. Mohamed Salah. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cruyff. And here's Dembele. Cristiano Ronaldo! That's another chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this is a great position. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Forlan. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Rummenigge gets flagged offside. And this is Dembele. He's being urged to shoot.
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Forlan tries to pass it through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Victoria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Knocks it into space. That's a sharp pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Big chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Now it's Dembele. And that's gone loose.
Victoria truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And this is a great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United have their third corner. Up he goes! And again! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Ernest.
There will be 3 minutes added
That's a
time.
key interception. Costa Curta. And this is Dembele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ernest. Turns and goes back. And Cruyff! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Vitoria really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Dembele. Now it's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's cut it out.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now it's Forlan. Engages and forces him off the ball. Forlan. And it's Cruyff. Oh, that's well spotted. Mateus. Ernest. Mateus. And that was very necessary. Nicely shaped ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, some tackle that. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Dembele, Cruyff, and here's Dembele, bullish header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Pick that one out, it was a bullet. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. And here's the chance to counter. Knocks it into space. There's no flag. Rummenigge! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rodri with the clearance. Forlan. It's Forlan! It's loose now and they want to... And he's following up! Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
You've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact and sheer class.
So, a breakthrough already. Tries to dink it through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mateus. Rummenigge. Wan-Bissaka cuts out the pass. Now he's off and running. Thuram.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That has been knocked clear. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, this looks sharp. Rummenigge. Now it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Cruyff! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Alexander-Arnold. It's Van Dijk. And it's Thuram. Victoria looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Good ball. Shoots! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Victoria have their second corner now. Rodri attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cruyff. Played into space.
There will be one
Has a look out. Cleared without hesitation. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Victoria, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Victoria definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to...
Shapes to shoot! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now there's a canny finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mateus. So what can they make of this? Van Dijk cuts it out. Costa Curta. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Forlan. Rummenigge. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's really well manoeuvred. Alexander-Arnold. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Strokes it back. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that was very necessary. Has a look and plays it forward. He's being urged to shoot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a promising position, and he's heaved it away. Can he get it through? Tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Victoria have their third corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Makalele. Number 20, El Haj Diouf. Number 9, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field, number 22, Tonali. Number 11, Mason Greenwood. Number 30, Messi.
And it's Salah.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Big chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Greenwood, nicely spread. Greenwood
Added minute has been indicated.
tries to play it through, takes aim and crosses, and he thumps it clear. That is good. And a chance! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Four added minutes on the board, and that will be the final act. Victoria illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big... He's had a shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mateus did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Olmo. Inzaghi! Oh, he's been... And the shot!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Takes a shot! Rummenigge. Victoria leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Marseille finding their passes. And it's Olmo. Mateus. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rummenigge. Marseille look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah. Attack, but it's a long counter-attack.
Oh, shooting chance! Mateus. That is ended up in no man's land. Pirlo. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Fullet does really well there. He is strong. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
De Bruyne. He's been... And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's De Bruyne, played into space. Cannavaro. And Mateus. He won't be happy with that one. That's a cute ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Forlan.
There will be
Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Hello, attendees.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Victoria are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Here we go again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Probing pass. Howson is always looking to break lines. Rummenigge. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. This is the time you need that pace.
Floated through. No, he's just misjudged that one. That's been cut out, well played. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Hullet. Throw in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead.
And the finish!
Marseille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Chance! Really well taken goal. Marseille are all square. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Marseille grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect.
And a chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Rummenigge fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Chiellini clears it away.
Vittoria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Searching pass he's played there. Pirlo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Not the most accurate pass. Chiellini. Adams.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Inzaghi. Gets into some space. It's a quick ball upfield.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Forlan. Tries to play it through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys...
Big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Fernandez. He's well positioned here. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Rijkaard has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a... Pirlo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bojan. Mateus. And Mohamed Salah. Nicely weighted ball. And he's on his way! Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get on the end of this? Victoria yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, that's a key interception. Ernest. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Nistelrooy. Bojan. And he's had a hit! Oh, off the bar! And here's Pirlo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! What's your opinion on that goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's picked it, and the shot! That's another chance! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now. And it's half-time here. So your views on the first half?
Victoria certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pirlo, and it's Van Nistelrooy. Nice sequence of passes, this. Ernest, and he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that has been clubbed away.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Bojan. Ernest. Forlan. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Bojan. And this is Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Short changes him with that pass. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ernest actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Played back into the centre. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rummenigge. He's gone for goal! And again the keeper stands strong.
Rummenigge really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. Look at the space here. He's having a shot! And it's there! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and this
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Oh, that was vital. This is shooting chance! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Victoria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Mbappe, he's shifting through the gears here. Crossed into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Messi. Quarter of an hour played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, that's been intercepted. This looks promising.
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard. Rummenigge. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Messi. Oh, well played. And that has been clubbed away. Forwards and with intent. Ernest. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Great vision. Forlan in acres of space now. Climbs up big! Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Ernest. Out to the left it goes. Victoria have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, good looking ball. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Victoria truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Ernest knocks it into space. And this is Forlan. It's loose now and they want to get it back. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rijkaard. Mohamed Salah. That is good alertness. He's in a great position here. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Victoria can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Pinches it off him.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Mbappe! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should...
Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He rises! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Saliba spots it and intercepts. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Forlan. And this is Mohamed Salah. Mateus. He has found the way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Ernest, real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ernest. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball. He's had a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Right card! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
So, third corner of the game. Cannavaro gets it away. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. Great chance! And that would have been game, set and match. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And that's another good win of the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Rummenigge. Chance for a shot! Seedorf. Rijkaard. That has not gone well. Tries to play it. Oh, he's been caught napping.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. And he's got it. Salah! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mohamed Salah is offering a wry smile there.
Victoria have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Victoria perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo and even carrying the ball forward, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Oh, super ball! And this is Pato! Picked out brilliantly. It's Pato! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Milan given another corner. Milan have their second corner now. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
So, third corner of the game. Vitinha is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Rui Costa, good take, and is he in? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Victoria yet to have an attempt on goal. That's a throw. Pato is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now it's Pato. Knocks it out wide. Maicon's cross. And he's there to clear it. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Vitinha. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal.
Pretty robust defending.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Chance! Ernest. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Pato, and this is Rui Costa. Now this could shapes to shoot! Zanetti clears.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's found a way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Victoria really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually.
Chance, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Salah. Rui Costa.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Here's and a chance! Mateus. 60 minutes played. And it's Vitinha. Oh, well measured. Rijkaard cuts it out. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And this is Rui Costa.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Now, can they get him away? Closing in on goal. Vitinha. Now Hoeneß.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vitinha. And it's Salah. Michael. And now the breakaway. And it's Rui Costa. He's on it, can he get away? He's beaten the last man.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Good ball. Decent chance! Cannavaro with the clearance. Guardiola is in a good position here. Shoots! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to...
And it's been given away. Mateus. Hoeneß. Just 5 minutes left. And this is Mohamed Salah.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he cuts out the supply. And he thumps it clear. Howson. And that's it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Rummenigge. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Goal! Victoria! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So, a breakthrough already. Botafogo looking to pass their way through. Big chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish right from the top draw. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting. Rummenigge! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that's a key interception. Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Victoria has the chance to go the other way. He has found a way through. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well read, nice interception. Mohamed Salah. And he's quick to snatch it back. Mateus. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Howson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Darmian kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mateus. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Blue car parked outside
So,
the
all
stadium
square at
gate.
half-time,
Kindly
each
remove
side
it, as it
matching
is
the
about
other
to be
blow
towed
for blow
away.
at the break. So it's back to business. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe out to the right. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Makalele. Rummenigge. Oh, he's bust, big chance. He's having a go. Superb goal.
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Victoria get themselves into the lead. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Rijkaard. Makalele. It's a throw-in. Rijkaard. It's Makalele. Makalele can so cleverly bypass the press. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Botafogo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's him. And again! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew...
Shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He rises! Harmlessly behind.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makalele. Nicely weighted ball. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be 3 minutes.
That's a cute ball. Pinches it off him. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This
today's
is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hernes. Can he get on the end of this? That's really well manoeuvred. Odo. Kaka. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Now this could be a chance. Gets his head on it! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking for the run. He's shifting through the gears here. That is a crunching tackle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely shaped ball. He's in plenty of space here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Victoria yet to have an attempt on goal. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Back to the keeper it goes. Howson cuts out the pass.
Kilmarnock really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, but so often it can cause problems.
Turns and goes. Shot, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Quality ball. And it's Kaka. Roberto Carlos.
Oh, great feat, that.
Roberto Carlos. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Victoria are looking to go forward now. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rummenigge! What a wonderful goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
The goal scorer!
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
on the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Victoria leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Victoria carrying a one-goal lead. Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Albertini can see things others simply cannot. Kilmarnock finding their passes. Probing pass. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Kilmarnock appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rummenigge is onto this. Baresi. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Kilmarnock really are showing all...
And he shoots! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
Kilmarnock
9,
choosing to make the first change.
Coming
So
on the
a couple of
field,
front-footed
number
alterations
6.
here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Looking for options for movement. Chooses to go back. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, that is... He's had a shot! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
That's a good chance, surely! It's hit the upright. That's going to go a long way. And here's Bale. And that interception was most necessary. Ernest. Mohamed Salah. Victoria still without a single shot on target. Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Face to face with the keeper. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, what a climb! Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that. Victoria have their second corner now. Up he goes! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Rummenigge, always looking for that half a chance. Vitinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Bale. Mateus kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. He might be in here. Back when it goes. And this is top. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Xabi Alonso goes short. There's the header. He will be livid with himself. Maldini. And it's Xabi Alonso. Bale. And this is Bale. Opts to play it back. Chance for a shot! That's really well cleared. And here's Torres. Oh, that's delightful. Good read, needed to be. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Vitinha. Now Ernest.
Oh, really well played.
And he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It could be in here. Rummenigge. Great chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. this to make it 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Victoria happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Can he finish? It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Big chance, Rummenigge! Relentless, just relentless. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
3-0. And the finish! No mistake! They're back within reach! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? So, what can they make of this? Fernando Torres. That's been slipped through. Just the goalkeeper's. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And this is Bale. Chooses to go back. Tries a shot! Oh, he's following up!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out towards the flank. Looking to play him in. And he's onside. And they've got rid. Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the pass is intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Just about up to 75 minutes. And this is Bale. Hoisted in. Danger averted for now.
Substitution.
And it's Maldini. Oh, that was vital. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mohamed Salah. Ernest. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Conte. Mateus. Torres, who's set up one goal so far.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Batistuta. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. Adams gets it away. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That's a nicely shaped ball, and it's made its way to him. Now that is a hefty challenge. That's at the end. Victoria are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here. And can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Now it's Torres. Mateus. Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Victoria are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's Rivaldo! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Rivaldo. Milan have reclaimed it. Ernest. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous...
And the shot! Pedri. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fernando Torres is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And he shoots! Goal! Milan! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Victoria certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Ernest looking to be a menace in the final third. He's looking wide. Vitinha in acres of space out wide. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Vitinha, and it's made its way to him. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Batistuta. And the half-time whistle goes. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Milan, number 27, Silvestro.
And the second half gets underway.
Kukcu.
Victoria can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rivaldo!
Conte. Number
The keeper's done ever so well.
Rivaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Torres! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Great ball if he can get there. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mendy. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well played right into his path. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Howson. Can he get it through? Well, that looks a cracking ball. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Milan certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zanetti. And Mateus. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that has put paid to that. Mohamed Salah is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Victoria on the spot for parity. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Victoria really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Vitinha. This looks promising. And it's played in. De Gea claims it. Safe hands. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
5 minutes left on the clock. Now he's got space here. Oh, what a mistake! Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro can get it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Has been indicated.
Oh, it's Rivaldo! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns...